And I didn't even know that whitewater rafting was even an Olympic sport. That's kind of fascinating.
Yeah, and there's I can't think of the Tennessee River. It's up in northern Alabama, but a lot of rapids there. I grew up in Montgomery, so I went canoeing on the Coosa River just outside of Montgomery. Me and my sister tipped over in a canoe.
Well, you know what? If you are near some bodies of water right now, be careful because those waters are probably very, very cold because of our chilly temperatures we have right now.
Yeah, and if you want to do anything outdoors for today, for tomorrow, just know that even though the weather's not going to be perfect, it's going to be the most perfect the weather is going to get over the next 7 days for that, because we have a lot of big time storm systems on the way. So for right now, just a last gasp of this storm system, a few sprinkles out there really, and we'll put this into motion with Stormcast. This is dinner time, maybe getting a little bit of a resurgence in moisture into dinner time, but then much drier for midnight, and then Friday overall is going to be an even drier day compared to today. So for today, we'll have seasonal temperatures. That means upper 30s to the east of the Cascades, middle 40s for our west side valleys, low 50s along the coast in Curry County. Winds will be gusting out of the west and south, upwards of 20 miles per hour for the coast and up in the Cascades. And then for tonight, the winds along the coast are going to die off, but they'll still continue to gust out of the west, upwards of 20 miles per hour for the mountains. Other than that, it is going to be cold tonight, as we're going to be down in the teens and 20s to the east of the Cascades, below freezing for Siskiyou County. So in these areas, you'll have to protect the outdoor pets, plants, and plumbing. But maybe just a little bit too warm for that. I'm talking just barely, but maybe just a little bit too warm for that within the Rogue Valley. Certainly too warm for that along the coast in Curry County. Okay, now let's get to the real stuff, the real meat and potatoes of the forecast. Just know that Friday is looking pretty dry, limited impacts. Okay, but then we have high impacts for Saturday, medium impacts for the storm system for Sunday and Monday, and then more high impacts for Tuesday into Wednesday. So we'll take it one storm system at a time. We start with Saturday. It's going to be a very wet storm system. Snow levels are going to be around 2,500 feet. That means that travel impacts are looking likely above 2,500 feet. And here's some of the early snowfall projections, subject to change, but just on Saturday, we could have upwards of a foot to maybe a foot and a half of snow for Crater Lake. And then into Sunday and Monday, this is when it gets a lot more interesting for the Rogue Valley, as snow levels could drop down to around 1,500 feet. So that means that Rogue Valley snow is possible, and we'll continue to have more widespread but minor travel impacts at this stage of the ball game. But then here comes the next storm system for Tuesday and Wednesday. This one's looking like the wettest storm system of all, probably the most wintry storm system of all as well. So travel impacts are looking likely above 2,000 feet. And here's some of the early snowfall projections with this one. Look at this. Just for Tuesday and Wednesday, we could have 3 feet of snow up towards Crater Lake. So if that verifies, that would mean some very tough travel conditions. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the coast. We'll see a few sprinkles likely for the rest of today, pretty dry for Friday, and then rain looking likely starting on Saturday, and then it never looks back after that. For Siskiyou County, snow likely for Saturday, and then snow showers also likely for Wednesday. And then for the basin, several chances of snow over the next 7 days. We're thinking that the best chances, the days with the best chances, are going to be Saturday and Wednesday. And then for the Cascades, decent travel for right now and for Friday, but travel conditions are going to slide downhill in a hurry into Saturday. And then for the Rogue Valley, we'll keep it fairly dry for the rest of today, and we'll keep it pretty dry for tomorrow, but then rain likely for Saturday, and then maybe getting some snow into the mix for the valley into Sunday morning, Monday morning, and also for Wednesday morning.